Welcome, folks. I'm Jaby Koay, joined by KIRK.
Hello.
The resident elf.
Probably more like a gnome. Anyway.
What do you mean a gnome? You're more like an elf. You're tall, you've got funky ears, you smell like bread all the time, and you're always disappearing and partying. If you read J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit, when what's his name? When he first encounters the elves, they're like dancing and shit, and then they disappear when he tries to they're almost like a cloud he's trying to catch. And they just disappear, go somewhere else, and then when he sees them again, they're like dancing again. That's what I remember from the book. It's been a while.
Yeah, well then that perfectly describes me. I'm always dancing and disappearing when you try and get too close.
Yes. Like a mirage.
I'm not even a real person.
I often call ACHARA a fat oasis.
What? Why?
Because you're not really there. An oasis in the desert?
Yeah, but why fat?
I thought that was self-evident.
You're so mean.
I'm just joking. just obviously you're not fat. What are we looking at? We're looking at The Lord of Rings.
Lord of Rings.
The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
We don't deserve to do this video. The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, SDCC trailer, Prime Video. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications. Here we go.
We thought the war, at last, was ended.
How'd you get the ones on top? That's crazy.
Oh yeah,
Today,
I didn't even think about that.
Our days of peace begin.
We thought our joys would be unending. We thought our light would never dim.
But you were wrong!
The skies are strange.
Is this Deep Impact? What's going on?
It is here, Galadriel. The moment we feared.
Evil does not sleep. It waits.
Beyond the darkness, tempting shadow to bury us all beneath the mountain.
Oh.
He has not one name, but many.
Have you heard of him, lad? Have you heard of Sauron?
Oh.
Oh no.
If the evil rising is left unchecked, it will take us all. Find the light, and the shadow will not find you. Together we can survive this! Fight with me.
Each of us must decide who we shall be.
There can be no trust between hammer and rock. Eventually, one or the other must surely break.
Oh!
Oh wow.
That person looks creepy as heck.
You have been told many lies of Middle-earth.
Fuck all you, I like this.
I know, cool. I'm like, wait, I thought people were like clowning on this show.
It looks cool to me.
On the trailer, and maybe it's because we're not like super die-hard Lord of the Rings fans. Like
I read The Hobbit.
I've read The Hobbit and I read The Lord of the Rings once, but I have friends who in high school were absolutely obsessed with The Lord of the Rings. Like her email address was Lady Galadriel, you know, like that's how obsessed she was. And so I imagine that there are people who have read and reread the books multiple times, understand the lore so deeply. Yeah. And maybe there are things in here that they're like, that's not what it was like in the book. That's not it. But I'm looking at this and I'm like, This actually looks really
It looks
interesting.
fun. I feel like Amazon Prime did a test with Wheel of Time. They're like, that seemed to work out.
Love that show.
Cool, let's do that again,
Yeah.
but Lord of the Rings.
But with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
But it's really interesting because it's covering all the stuff that happened before the events of Lord of the Rings.
Is that beginning part, that opening chapter, the what do you call it? The prologue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, I mean, Sauron's armor. I'm really impressed at how they've taken what.
Peter Jackson?
Yeah, I'm really impressed with how they've taken what Peter Jackson did in the movies and just kind of stayed true to the look, like the set design and everything, for the most part.
Yeah.
I am missing just the way that the movies looked. You know, it was a long time ago when he shot the films and there was this kind of like hazy, soft quality about it, which I really liked, whereas this looks really clean.
Yes.
In comparison.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an easy filter they could throw on there later on.
Yeah.
If enough people complain about it. How come it doesn't look like I'm in a dream?
Yeah.
I want it to feel like I'm in a dream.
It's fantasy, goddammit. Just throw on a Snapchat filter, it'll look better.
I mean, that was baked in probably. I don't know for sure, but I think that was baked in because it was shot on film.
Yeah.
This is shot on digital.
Exactly. It's going to have a different feel, but I do kind of miss that kind of.
Well, what I'm saying
soft
is they can
vibe.
achieve the thing you're talking about. It's
Yeah, no,
just
I know. Yeah.
Easily. They can
Yeah.
still do it. There's definitely a lot more color in this than the original Lord of the Rings. There's more people of color, I'd say.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I didn't see any Asians. I saw black people.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll take what we're given.
Yeah.
You know, that's awesome.
A lot more feminine power, as I couldn't help but notice that a little bit.
It's not like it wasn't there in the movies, you know?
You had Steve Tyler's daughter. That was Arwen, right?
Arwen.
Arrowhead. Aquafina. You had Arwen, and then you had Ragnarok. What's her name? The Australian actress.
Lady Galadriel.
Yep. Is that her name? The elf?
That's the name of the elf.
The tall one?
Yes.
Who
Kate
goes,
Blanchett.
I want the ring, but I cannot have the ring. And
She looks really scary.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's her.
There's a young version of her here as well. And then I forgot the name of the character.
Most of the fellowship was male, okay?
Yes, but
So-
it's not like there wasn't female representation. There was.
I'm just saying, there's more black people than women in this than there was in the original.
I know.
So
it's the day and age we live in, and that's a good thing.
No, I'm not opposed to it. I'm just noticing. It's like, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can't help but notice when, you know, the original movies are so ingrained in your head and it was so devoid of people of color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Asians. There's like no Asians.
Asians are people of color too.
Well, okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
We get to say that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We're POCs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm confused all the time. Just walking around fat and confused.
You're not fat.
I'm
Stop
an
it.
oasis. I'm gonna disappear when you get too close.
You're healthy.
I'm a healthy fat oasis. I'm surprised there weren't any cameos. Can't there be any cameos? Like Hugo Weaving? Like he can't make a cameo in this? Or Orlando?
Oh, yeah, potentially.
Orlando Bloom?
Maybe, because the elves have a super long lifespan.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They were around.
They'd have to like de-age them.
Yeah, it's not worth it. If you threw them in here, I guarantee you way more people would be excited about it.
Maybe it's like a surprise cameo, you know, like this isn't like Marvel where they show all their cameos all at once. You know, they want to surprise
Marvel doesn't
you.
do that.
Yeah, they do.
You didn't know that The Office was going to be in
Yeah, that was one cameo. Why couldn't they have saved Captain Carter?
They didn't let it be known that the guy with the mouth, or with the
Black Bolt?
Black Bolt. Thank you.
Is that his name? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
I'm just saying, you're not 100% correct.
No, but I mean,
You're my Wonderwall. Oasis, Wonderwall. I thought that was a okay.
oh, that's what you were doing.
Yeah.